Well, this week we're going to focus on Criterion 5, which focuses on institutional effectiveness, resources, and planning. And I'm deliberately located here at the RMTC, one of our additional locations, the Regional Manufacturing Technology Center, because really this building speaks to what we identify as the future of work and in being innovative in preparing our graduates and students who complete work via employee-sponsored programs to be successful in the workplace. The same is true of other sites with regards to being concerned about the future of transfer and what that looks like, and adequately preparing and ensuring we have the programs and processes in place to ensure our students find success in their endeavors. So I'm going to read the component criterion 5 so that way you get an overall view for the components we'll be looking at today. So criterion 5 says the institution's resources, structures, and processes are sufficient to fulfill its mission, improve the quality of its educational offerings, and respond to future challenges and opportunities. And I would love to focus on future challenges and opportunities, hence my statement on the future of work and the future of transfer. So there's three core components for Criterion 5. 5A reads, and again I'm going to read to you from the document I have here. It says, through its administrative structures and collaborative processes, the institution's leadership demonstrates that it is effective and enables the institution to fulfill its mission. So what I think about as evidence in our insurance argument that showcases that we meet 5A, we are referring to our model for shared governance. We are talking about the involvement that we have across all constituents in imagining and actually originating a new policy. We're talking about our policy on policies. We're talking about the policy manual and how that or new policies are evolving from that. I think of policies that have emanated from the instructional division where we have shared and moved forward after working through faculty senate, and we have also worked with academic cabinet on those. That is an example, and there are others across divisions that really speak to the notion of shared governance. I also think in this subcomponent here that we can reference multiple decisions that we have made based upon data or feedback from constituents to ensure that we continue that strong connection with our stakeholders in the community as well as our students. And 5B, as a core component, references, and it says, the institution's resource base supports its educational offerings and its plans for maintaining and strengthening their quality in the future. So right away, I think of the qualification process for a faculty. I think of the fact that we have a qualification process for all positions that are hired. In the student community services positions, they also monitor the qualifications for individuals who serve in positions that serve students. That is exactly what we were talking about, is making sure we have a qualified workforce across campus that speaks to the needs and the way in which we relate to and assist our students in finding success. I also think of the plans that we have for our capital outlay plan. I think of the renovations that we scheduled. For example, right now we're finalizing work in the dental hygiene clinic. We're finalizing components that will extend over the course of this year in our Schwartz or math and science building predominantly. And we have plans to also renovate other spaces in the future. So that's what we're referring to in terms of evidence for the resource management at KCC. I also think of the strategic plan that we have just recently undergone, and what was neat about that process, and we can appreciate, is the ability for individuals to contribute to the formulation of that plan. That plan really fed from the bottom up. And what I mean by that, I mean that everyone had a chance to participate, internal and external partners, on that plan. And the plan that we see today is at the culmination of multiple efforts to work both internally and externally. And finally, the third core component of 5 says the institution engages in systematic and integrated planning and improvement. And right away, what I think of from the planning perspective, I can again reference the work that we do in talking with our advisory groups, in talking with the state of Michigan as it pertains to accreditation for some of our programs, especially in the nursing and allied health area. I think right away of our work with the K-12 and with regards to what their needs are, what they are seeing, and how we can assist those constituents who might dual enroll or possibly concurrently enrolled with KCC. So it's all about making those connections to prepare a plan for the future iteration of KCC. Additionally, I think right away to the program improvements that we've done, the climate surveys that we have done, how we have sought to use the data from those components to ensure that KCC tomorrow is a better institution than it was today. So, without further ado, that's the focus of Criterion 5. It's a focus to the future and the future of work and transfer and towards a better iteration of what KCC looks like. This is the criteria that focuses on us as a growing institution, the laurels, the achievements that we've had, but obviously points to how we can continue to grow and improve and use our systems to get there. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful time again refreshing your memory on Criterion 5 components. And without further ado, God bless.